What's up, guys? This is Mitch back here, and welcome to the Movement Center, and welcome to the hockey series, where we break down the hockey player from the foot, ankle, knee, hip, low back, shoulder, elbow, and wrist, so that you can move like you mean it. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of the hockey series, and we are focusing today on the ankle. So last episode was a foot, now we're moving up to the ankle. So ankle range, pretty important for play any sport. Now hockey, a lot of guys think that boot holds them pretty rigidly, so it doesn't matter too much, but if you ever look at a guy with old skates on, and you see that tongue hanging out off the top of their skate, that's because you've been forcing yourself tons and tons into what we call dorsiflexion in the rehab world, or really knee coming forwards. So if you're missing that range, you're going to lose your edge quicker, all kind of wonky stuff is going to happen. So our test for this position first, something we call a knee to wall. So we're going to have Marco come over and show us that test. Then what we're going to do is go into some stretches for it, show you how to release that bad boy, how to strengthen it, and again, how to activate it. So Marco's here by the wall. Now what we're going to do is first off start with a loose fist. So you're going to put about your hand, 5 fingers open like this, loosely up against the wall, top of your toe to the wall. See how much distance you can get. And then from here, what Marco's going to do is keep his heel on the ground and drive his knee towards the wall. And he should be able to get to that point with that knee coming straight out. Now Marco's cheating a little bit, he's kind of moving in a little bit, and if you guys saw our first episode, we saw Marco had a bit of a flatter foot. So you can see he's using that range he's created in that arch to kind of sink in. So if you're someone with a flatter foot, you gotta be careful, you keep that toe, that knee tracking out towards your outside toes to do this. All right, so if I show you guys this from the front, this range, so this test, don't cheat, is you're coming up with a loose fist here, you keep that arch down, you're coming straight out towards like this, you're not sinking in, over like that, okay? That's your test. If you can't get that loose fist knee to the wall, something to work on. All right, thanks, Marco. So now what we're gonna do is get onto that foam roll, and we're gonna get this into our calf. So we're gonna get down the ground, pop it on down, and let's have you lay this way, Marco. Yeah. Yep, awesome. So we'll use this arch one here. So this one, we're gonna lean back, and we call this the quad grind, or sorry, the calf grinder, and he's gonna roll up and down, back and forth. But if he wants to be real mean to himself, which he does, is he's gonna put his bum down on the ground, sink this foot over top to get some good pressure on it, right? And then he's going to move that foot up and down that bottom foot. So what the idea is, foot back and forth, moving that calf muscle back and forth under that pressure to really kind of open it up back and forth. And it feels nice, right?
Oh yeah, great.
If you got a teammate, you want to work with, they can come over and help you out, put some pressure on it, and then move up and down. But the rule is that he gets to do this to me after, so we don't get too crazy, all right? So that's a big part, is moving back and forth like this. So he's going up, all the way back, moving that up his calf, on the sides, back and forth, really picking this stuff up, okay? So that's your release. Awesome. Next piece of this, heel pin stretch. We're going to come back over to our wall. We're going to wind up our foot against the wall like this. As higher you can get up, the better. And then take that hip and move it towards the wall. So I'm going to come here and drive my hip up towards the wall. And the key thing with this, guys, a lot of people do wrong, is they actually bend from their trunk, and they feel a stretch, kind of hamstrings and stuff like that. And that's a great stretch for your hamstrings or your nerve, I should say, more than anything. So I want you to keep that hip and bring your hip towards the wall like that. And then you can kind of twist back and forth and pick up different parts of the back of the calf. Okay, so once you've released it, you come over there and do that. Then we're going to have Marco demonstrate for us an activation. So he's going to go down to a lunge position, facing the camera actually. Yep, good. Now, from here, we've released the back of the calf, right? We've stretched that bad boy out. And now what we want to do is turn on that range, let that brain know, hey, there's some range here to work with. So he's going to hold his heel down exactly to make sure he doesn't come up. And he's going to not just lean forward, but use the muscles in the front. Can I show off your hairy leg?
Yeah.
And he's going to use these muscles, clear tib anterior, in the front of the shin to pull his knee forward and drive that towards here. So he's going towards that outside toe, and he's pulling. You should feel that burn in there, and then slowly release off, okay? So you're teaching that range to use it, and it's there. So when you go to score, 50 goals your next season, you're good to go, right? And you can come here and pull, drive up. Awesome, you're good to go. All right, so those are your 3 to work on for the ankle to make sure you have the range of motion. You can use that range of motion. If you have any questions, let us know. If you want to like us, give us a like, show us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and of course, move like you mean it. Thanks a lot.